Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 3k rating on a Blood DK in Dragonflight Season 4. Since the last episode, I did stream a bit on the Blood DK. We just did some Wormcrest farming. I think I did a bunch of 5s. Did some 0s as well, but I didn't get anything out of that. Those 0s were viewer keys, and we were just having some fun. There was also another stream, but I wasn't playing Blood DK. The stream was pretty much uneventful, other than the part where Danny scared the shit out of me accidentally. Nice big juicy pull. Can't do many big pulls here, unfortunately. What the f are you doing so close to me, Jesus Christ? I'm so scared. I can't see, I'm crying. Danny's right next to me and she started talking when I thought she was still in the other room and just scared the shit out of me. Speaking of which, if you want to check out the stream, the link is always in the description. So today we're going to do another 8 key, I think, and we're going to see if we can get ourselves a new Transmog because I'm starting to get bored of the whole purple thing. Ashkender is awesome and everything, and the Transmog does look good, but I think it's time for a change. So we'll do that first and then we'll go see what kind of 8 key we could do. All right, one thing before I start doing stuff though is where are we? There we are. Okay, I wanted to check if I have... No, I don't have any Wormcrests. I spent them all. Never mind. Okay, well, we're at 511 item level now, and we are at 2232 rating. Can't remember who it was, but somebody commented that it would have been a lot nicer if it was 2222 rating. I think it was Happy Squid, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we have a dungeon quest to turn in up here, so we're gonna do that real quick just because the question mark is bothering me. We'll just take the most expensive thing. I already have a Platinum Star Band from leveling, so I'm not gonna bother getting another one. I'll grab this thing and I can vendor it for more gold. Okay, so we need to transmog is what I said. I can do that anywhere. We're gonna do that up here. All right, so I have a very cool set, which is the Waste Wander Trackers Kit. I actually really like this set. I've been using it on my leveling characters. I don't know, it just looks cool as hell. So I'm gonna grab that, and I think I have some kind of bone sword. Yes. It's not perfect. There's this, like, the metal doesn't really match anything in the set, but I think it looks really good. Let me take a look at some of these other ones. This one actually looks kind of nice. Gorgath, Blade of the Gorians. But this bone one just looks so cool. I don't know, I really want to use the bone one. I guess you could say my enemies are now boned. I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but Danny in the background went, oh no. I'd rather have her do that than scare the shit out of me again. Now the real question is with or without the helmet. I really like the hairstyle on this character, so I think I'm gonna go without the helmet. I did not mean to save that over the purple set. God dang it. Okay, well, anyway, it's been done. And now we need to change the actual whatchamacallits color of this thing. I'm gonna switch it to a yellow, and that should work just fine. Oh, we have a pre-made yellow already. That works. Does the yellow work? Not really. It doesn't really match anything. These are very important things. We simply cannot go and do dungeons until I get this done. Maybe red would work better, although I think the mount is just a bit too glowy and stuff. Yeah, I think the mount just is not going to match up. So I think I'm going to go with a renewed Proto Drake. They kind of have these bony sort of appearances. We'll go for a slightly darker horn color since we have it available. Just don't have many options for customizing any of these. I never hunted any of them down. I don't know. I'm not really feeling these mounts. I guess we can just go with the blazing mount for the renewed Proto Drake. The full transformation. There we go. We'll slap that down here and we'll slap it over here. To be honest, that actually kind of works. So I think that's okay. I just don't like having a mount this large. Okay, now that we're ready for the actual M+ run, now that our transmog is ready, or mount is ready, we can actually look for something to do. Right, I have a few things done on +5, some things done on +4. I'm thinking a Halls of Infusion or a Neltherus. Those are +4s, and I'm fairly comfortable in those dungeons, so I may as well go for one of those. So let's go to the pre-made group finder, find a group. We're gonna Halls of Infusion, and we're gonna, what's the other one that I just said? I literally just said it, Neltherus. There you go. And we type in 8 to 8, and let's see if we can find anything. Oh, well, that was literally the first key I applied to. We got invited. Cool. Now we just need to find a healer, and we're good to go for Halls of Infusion. And here we go with a Halls of Infusion +8. I am very scared of the last boss. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like super duper scared of the last boss because it's the tank buster it does. I really don't like it. Okay, we're going to grip these guys from downstairs. Okay, new grippy hands, drop a D&D, and that should be all the aggro I need here. We're going to AoE CC this. Just trying to make sure nobody stands behind me. Demoralizing shout should get interrupted. Beautiful. Need a new D&D. Need those death strikes to keep rolling, and we're good. Okay. Smooth pull. I messed this up once. I went like way too far with it. I kept going and I grabbed this group too. And that's just not a good idea, honestly. I'm gonna grip that so the thing doesn't go through. I should be grabbing aggro. What am I doing? I'm panicking, I think. You take 1 day break from playing a class and you just feel like a complete moron. I didn't blood boil as I ran past those mobs, and that's something I should be doing. I'm gonna grip that guy just because I want to keep these mobs stacked so I can keep DPSing them. Now I'm thinking I should have probably pulled this group of apparatuses with that previous group, just because it would have been a lot smoother, I think. Okay, we're knocking them for the interrupt. I think we can slowly keep moving now. More knocks for the interrupt. We're going to grip for an interrupt. We have wings, so I'm going to look to do a double pull here. Not the smoothest I've ever done. I just gripped one mob. Come on, give me a break. This is very dragged out. Again, something I would call a messy pull. Okay, knockback's happening. I'm going to AoE CC right after it. Moralizing shout. Got interrupted. Bounce back from the monk. Very nice. 2 stacks of this thing. What is it? Okay, 25% per stack. That's okay. Very good heals. Very good heals here, I think, because I sure as hell didn't make that a smooth sort of interaction. I'm not going to use, whatchamacallit, grippy hands here because I want to have that for the boss intermission. Our monk stood in some crap here. Oh, there's a guy all the way in the back. We just need to move over here, and then we'll be a line of sighting it. By guy, I mean there's, what the heck is that thing called? Incorporeal. That didn't get CC'd. X-Pulse needs to get kicked. This should be donezo. We're just going to wait for our monk friend to make it up to us. There he is. And then we could go next. Not the smoothest of pulls on my end, but the group's handling it just fine. 59% mana. We're just gonna let the guy drink. I think they need it. They're drinking, they're drinking, they're drinking. That's enough drinking. No drinking on the job. Alright, I'm going to try and mind control this. That way I can have it hit the boss. I will use Dancing Rune Weapon here because I'm going to get punched a whole bunch. May as well get some CDR for it. I don't think I need the damage from Dancing Rune Weapon as much as I need just the grouping from Grippy Hands or the intermission. I want to be able to group all those mobs. Spark Volley coming down. We're just going to move slowly so I can stay in my D&D. The reason I'm keeping the boss so far away from where he starts is because you can actually make him walk back towards the center for a while, and that gives you more time to actually... I'm just going to cast my thing at this. Okay, it got something. Power Overload coming out again. 18% HP on the boss. Means he's going to go to the center soon. Okay, 2 power overloads dropping this close to us. Not exactly ideal. Oh, this is pretty bad. I got stunned. I'm okay, though. He's not going to hit me soon, so I'm fine. The group's really struggling here with the HPS because we dropped a couple of those right next to the boss, like the power overloads. We had to move, and then the frontal kind of scattered us. Another power overload. He goes into the center. I'm waiting for the adds, then I'll start using grippy hands. Grip that one. Grip that one. Grippy hands. As they come closer, they'll get grouped up. I even have my Dancing Rune Weapon so I can contribute to the DPS a little bit. There we go. They absolutely got obliterated. Okay, Ursul's Vortex in tandem with my thing actually worked out kind of scary. By my thing, I mean the, what are they called? Grippy hands. So I grip them out of the Vortex and they get gripped back into the Vortex. But yes, it all worked out. Only 10 stacks on the boss, which is incredible for a +8. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've not seen anything like that before. We are gonna stand here in the center of the room because it doesn't matter anymore. He's not going to do the intermission anymore, so I don't care where he goes. Okay, Spark Volley. I'm going to go over to this side. Very quickly try to mind control it. People are not letting me. They're using their CC. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to try on the off chance that I manage to. Very impressive healing being done here because this really hurts. And there we go. That should be the first boss dead. If you can do the first boss, usually you can do the rest of the dungeon. Another scary one is the, what's it called? The Ice Lady. Because the Ice Lady is just, why are we, let's not CR when a boss is about to die. Regular res is just fine. We're going to use the frost so we can walk over and we should be fine. I'm just making my way over there. I realize there's something I don't like about this Transmog set and that I must correct immediately, and that's this back piece. It actually hides my sword while it's sheathed. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see my sword on my back when it's sheathed. That's good. Drop a D&D here, put focus on one, target the other. I just want to make sure that I can interrupt both of them, and I did, because if they manage to get their cast off, their auto attacks turn into basically, what's it called? Chain lightning, and it really hurts. On Tyrannical, it's survivable, I think, but on Fortified, it'll wipe your group. What you can also do is you can purge it after it's applied, and you can start kiting them, because they do need to auto attack in order to be able to actually get that damage to happen. I'm just going to grip one of these bugs, and we're going to stand over here in a couple of D&Ds. I think that's okay. The bugs are being buggy again. They're kind of just stopping there in the middle of... See, that one's in the ground. What the hell am I supposed to do with it? Look at that. He just fell through the ground. The bugs are buggy. Yes, I'm not even trying to be stupid about it and be funny about it. The bugs are just straight up buggy. Let me try and... okay, they got turned evil. I can never mind control them. Oh well. I'm just gonna let that one dragonfly kind of do its thing. Please don't kill. Okay, good, they didn't kill. Do I blood boil here? I'm just trying to find the... there we are. Still got stunned. But they're standing in my D&D, so I should be fine. I didn't want to use my Aspen Fortitude here because I feel like it wasn't necessary. Okay, there's the dragonfly from before has finally stopped being buggy as hell. That was a little bit difficult to group because people just blow their load the second they see a red health bar instead of waiting just a little bit so I can actually group them so they can efficiently blow their load. You guys know all about efficiently blowing your load, am I right? Yeah, I'm not even going to bother trying to mind control these because it just ends up hurting me. Like, I'll get punched because I can't parry while I'm trying to cast Control Undead. Honestly, I should probably just drop the talent and let others handle it. Need a blood boil to get this one out of cover. Okay, kick that one. Okay, that gun got knocked, and I will get a rip this last one, and now I can focus on actually surviving. I'm very scared of those guys because that AoE will actually hurt quite a bit. The beam was a nice idea, didn't really work out, unless they just kind of missed the, whatchamacallit. There we go. What is my brain trying to come up with? Unless they just missed the interrupt. I'm going to focus on interrupting literally anything that's being cast at that moment because there's always someone who really wants to interrupt the heal. So you can just kind of chill back there. And yeah, actually I'm the only one that has a kick available at the moment. So I'm going to hold on to it until we can kick the heal, which comes up at around 50% of the mob's HP. Molten Seduction coming through. Still no heal coming through. A little confused by that. There's the Cauterize. Okay. Usually she casts it much sooner than that, but this time she decided to hold on to it for safekeeping, I guess. I don't know. Wouldn't be able to tell you. But it's just this dude, and then it's the frog boss. The frog boss can be really annoying because it's hard to deal with the little froggies that he spits out, or drops from the ceiling, I guess. But if you know what to do as a tank, you can make this fight pretty much trivial. We're going to wait for mana because Maximus is at 40... well, he was at 37% or so. Go, go, go. Okay. Well, then we go, go, go. We're going to drop our stuff over here. I should really make sure that I use Tombstone only when my Dancing Rune weapon is actually on cooldown, because what I end up doing is not lowering the cooldown of Dancing Rune weapon. You can use Anti-Magic Shell to not get gulped here. Should be able to immune that. Nice. Okay, so for the first time he drops the adds down with Overpowering Croak, we're going to just stand there. For the second time, we're going to run across the room. So once all the 3 swirlies from Overpowering Croak are down, we're going to go ahead and run across the room. The reason we do this is... hold on, let me see if I can... yeah, hey, I managed to mind control one. There you go. The reason we do that is so that by the time the little guys reach us, they will get gulped. Okay, Toxic Efflusion is going to get cast. That's as close, that's as far as we can get. Very nice. See, that's exactly what should happen. People shouldn't have to kite those around the boss in circles or anything like that. They should be able to sit there with their rotation, just kind of casting right at the boss. We're going to use Grippy Hands now. I didn't want to use Grippy Hands during the, let me see. We keep instantly paralyzing those and stuff, so I'm having trouble making use of my thing. See, Grippy Hands was active there for a little bit. I didn't like that because it makes these guys get really close. Okay, we have Ring of Peace, so we should be able to keep them off of whoever they're going after. Trying to use my Anti-Magic Shell. I used it just a little bit too late. That's unfortunate, but it worked out in the end. It doesn't really matter if I get gulped. It's not a huge deal. It doesn't do a lot of damage or anything. You just have to make sure you stand in the gulp, otherwise the boss gets a really big enrage and you don't want to have to deal with that. I'm going to move out of my D&D because I would like to stand in the Efflorescence as well. Okay, that's all 3 of those. We're going to run across the room. This time Grippy Hands won't ruin it for us. Okay, knockback for them. Little Swoglet back there is struggling to get into range. I didn't get gulped this time. I mean, I don't know how that worked out because it didn't have Anti-Magic Shell up or anything like that, but it doesn't matter. The boss fight is basically over. There we go. We get a roar. We can go quickly to the next part of the dungeon. The patrol is right at the best spot it could be. Right next to the dragon means I don't have to deal with grouping them back up. Okay, beautiful. There's the Deep Chill. I'm not going to use anything for Deep Chill. Oceanic Breath I will use Anti-Magic Shell for. I could also like just outrange the thingy thing, the Oceanic Breath, but the first one I kind of have to eat because of Deep Chill, and then the second one I can run away from. Like this one, the Oceanic Breath. I'm just going to literally walk away from it and it won't hit me. Okay. Well, now I can walk away from that mob in general. I'm going to drop a D&D here. Blood Boil. Get these fellas in here with a Death Grip. Or not a Death Grip, sorry, with Grippy Hands. Trying to make sure I use my Tombstone after my Dancing Rune weapon. Oceanic Breath coming through again. I have to use an Anti-Magic Shell. Make sure I survive that. It's kind of beefy spell. Big damn happening to me. Lots of things being cast at me. Can't say I'm a big fan. Trying to stay in my D&D. Oceanic Breath coming through again, but the dragon is dead. I don't know what chunks me like that, but it's super duper scary. I'm getting movement speed buff from the monk. I can appreciate that. D&D holding aggro for a little bit there. Really need something to help me survive. Okay, I had to use Icebound Fortitude because I accidentally got stunned there. Okay, that's completely my bad. I should not have dropped that low. Purgatory didn't need to be procced here. I just messed up. I wasn't paying attention to that circle from the Stompy guys, as it were. Okay, that works out. People are taking care of the Incorporeal. This group is really, really good, by the way. I haven't commented on it, but this group has been just blasting the DPS. The HPS has been great. You got it, boss. It's just been really, really nice. Just waiting for Maximus. I'm gonna ping out that we're gonna stand here so people know. Okay, we can go. I'm gonna drop D&D here. Gonna anti-magic shell because she's going to frost shock me, so that's gonna hurt. Bit of a tank buster. We're baiting the frost cyclone away from this safe zone, so I'm going to move her again now. She's right next to it. This will enable the melee DPS to continue hitting the boss while we're hiding from the hailstorm. As you can see, I can still keep heart striking and death striking through this. It's one of my favorite little techs that you can do to optimize here. These guys are coming through. Oh, I need to get... Sorry. I'm stupid. I got CR'd. I can get taunt back on her. It worked out. That was so stupid. I'm going to try and reposition her. Frost Shock nearly took me out. Okay, I can't really reposition her. Our druid needs some extra heal and extra loving, but it didn't really work out. We do have another CR. I think this is a good spot to use it. This boss is actually really, really hard. I think I'm going to go ahead and just use the CR for the group. Gonna go ahead and Lichborn for the damage reduction. There's the tornado. We're good. We're just trying to position her. Group seems to be struggling to survive. Our druid friend is having a real struggle here. The balanced druid. Okay, it worked out. We were all able to melee. Glacial Surge coming through. I won't die to this one like an idiot. We'll see where the next safe spot will be. It's right over there. I'm going to ping warning. Okay, Frost Cyclones coming through. Two people were right next to the thing that was going to explode. That's unfortunate. I'm going to CC one. Okay, our healer is still alive, so he can keep us going through this. This is just going to slow us down a little bit. It's not a big deal. Looking back at it, I probably should not have rezzed here, or CR'd, but it worked out. I think it's going to work out in the end. Trying to do my best to do some actual damage here. Dancing Rune Weapon and then Tombstone. That's what I wanted to do. We're nice and safe here. I can't Death Strike her, but it doesn't matter. It's just a few seconds of not being able to DPS. I don't mind that. One more Glacial Surge and she should be dead. I'm just going to drop a D&D like this, so when I walk back in, I'm already in it, and she is as well. And there we go. Now we wait for the res, and then we wait for maybe mana. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm kind of slow, and there's no reason for me to stand here and wait while they get resed. So I'm going to go ahead in front of the group and get ready to do my pull. Group's kind of ready for it. I'm just going to keep going. That was a little bit messy. It kind of dampened my spirit about how smooth this run has been, but I think the party lead just struggled to survive there for a bit. We're going to pull the Proto Dragon as well. I'm going to use some defensive and offensive cooldowns here. Just going to make sure. Okay, there we go. Icebound Fortitude here. Make sure I don't get stunned or whatchamacallit, killed by the breath, because the breath is really, really strong. It's a little bit cleaner to pull these guys into the dragon and then position the dragon right next to this so you don't get knocked back. But I managed to make it work. A lot of pulls that I could have done better in this run, but what matters is that we're timing it, and timing it quite well. Now, I am a little bit scared about the last boss's, whatchamacallits, Tank Buster. Can't say I'm just going to ignore it, because I am going to have a bit of trouble with it. So I will have to focus really, really hard to not mess it up. Okay, here's our friend. We're going to try and drag her right here behind this. The Inundate. It's not going to hurt too bad this time around because she is, it's not fortified, right? So it's not so scary. Flash Flood, which means get the hell out of there, and then we move right back in. The melee can stand right here and hide from the like swirlies or whatever you want to call it. These things, the giant waves. Make sure we quick kick that barrier because it just gives her a big absorb shield. It's the one thing she casts. It's fairly easy to kick. It's got a long cast time, but it's very important that you do, because otherwise the fight lasts a lot longer, because you have to work through more HP, obviously, because the Shield is substantial. And there we go. Just gotta kill this guy. Druid can get their mana back. Okay, we're bouncing it back for some reason instead of just killing it. I was kind of trying to drag it across with us. But this monk is very happy to use his Ring of Peace. He's been using it a lot, and they've been doing really, really well. So I'm quite happy. Is it an item level issue? My stake is like 505 item level on a relatively squishy class. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna walk up as close as I possibly can. Make sure that I don't let anyone else get bonked. I'm not gonna use grippy hands here. I'll use grippy hands. Oh no, I'm standing in the freaking... They like ninja'd their way through that. I don't know what the hell happened. They like went through... They were so sneaky. What the hell? They went through the boss and I didn't even see the orbs coming. That's so stupid. I hate that they can do that. We're gonna make our way back now, and once we make our way back, we'll use grippy hands to group up all the mobs if everyone else has made it through already. Hopefully, yes, I did make... Oh, I'm gonna have to stand here again. So you can stand behind these little light things, and that'll help you. Okay, my friend made it through. I'm using some more movement speed to try and make it over there. We want to interrupt these infusions as quickly as possible, because the more he is infused, the more damage he does. So we're gonna go ahead and just grippy hands, yes, and more grips, and interrupt the infuses. Very good. More CC. Come on, monk, do your thing. Okay. Again, doing a stupid thing, which is using Tombstone while the thingy is not on cooldown. Guy's stepping away from me. Our friend doesn't know how to use a defensive. I'm very scared of these orbs. Hopefully they don't try to, like... Oh, they're really going for me. Okay. Squall Buffet. I'm gonna get hit. Focus Deluge means I need to use Anti-Magic Shell. I need to step back closer before somebody gets punched. Okay. I failed to use my knockback prevention on time, and this is gonna suck. Please don't go at me. Okay, cool. The orbs decided not to go for me. I'm gonna taunt and try to move away from them. Infused Globules coming down again. Oh, this is really scary. I'm so scared. I have a movement speed ability, which means I can prevent this knockback, and then I can stand right here and I can just punch through or death strike through this. Come on, give me some runic power. There we go, just enough to survive. Jesus. The next one I will get knocked back and then anti-magic shell and taunt. The boss is almost dead. Come on. Oh no, I need anti-magic shell now to survive this. Okay, he's dead. Jesus. That was rough. I don't like this boss. I messed it up multiple times. The Squall Buffet into the thing where he focuses you with a beam. I messed it up multiple times, but I did manage to survive, and that's all that matters. What key do I have? Algathar Academy 7. Ugh, I don't like that key. I'm gonna reroll it into something else. I rerolled it into Halls of Infusion, which I just did, of course. Shoulders. Hero tier shoulders. Upgrade from veteran. Yes, please. 4 item level upgrade, but I can upgrade these a lot further, obviously. So I'm quite happy about that. Thank you for the run. Make sure we hit them with the macro. Let them know that they can see themselves playing on YouTube if they want to. And that was a decent run. We actually, did we 2-star it? We did 2-star it with 9 minutes left. Almost 10 minutes left. That's really, really good. If I hadn't messed up on the, whatchamacallit, Ice Lady boss and caused the stir by dying while standing in Glacial Surge like an idiot, it would have been a much smoother run. But that's pretty much it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment down below. If you had fun, make sure you subscribe because there's more episodes coming. And if you're feeling particularly generous, you can become a channel member. Channel members have guaranteed replies to their comments, and they get nice little shoutouts at the beginning of videos. If you're craving more D&V content, you can always check out the stream, and if you can't make it to a stream, you can check out the VODs channel. Definitely not VODs. But, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.